Talk to me.
I want to be with you.
Welcome back to my channel. I thought that today, because I have time for once, I'm not going to work. I'm off this weekend. It's the holiday weekend. Happy Memorial Weekend. And I am going to be getting started on, hold on, let me get it out because I got it put in my drawer here. Today we're going to be doing the Lord of the Rings Glamlite brand new collection. So this is what it looks like. This is the palette that it came in. Then there's also a, what is this? A lip reviving treatment. I bought that as well. It had the One Ring highlighter, right? And there were 2 lip kits, right? I only bought 1 lip kit. I did not necessarily love the other lip kit color, but I thought I would really love this one, which I'm sure I will, because it's kind of like my vibe. So first, let's get into the lip kit, okay? Hold on, let me put some, y'all, my hands be so ashy, for real. I be looking back at my videos like, oh my God, my hands. And I don't go out into the world with my hands ashy like that, y'all. I really don't. It's because I always wash my hands right before I do my makeup. And then I just sit down and get into the makeup. And I never remember to moisturize my hands till after the fact, after I'm done. Alright, so this is the lip kit. It comes like this. First of all, A1 for packaging, as always, as far as Glamlite goes. They do not play with their packaging. So it opens up like this. It has a lip pencil and a lip gloss. The lip pencil is this dark brown. Very pretty, actually. I actually really like that. And then comes with a lip gloss, which is like this purple color. I believe it's called, I think the color is called Blackberry, if I'm not mistaken. For some reason, I could have sworn it's called Blackberry. I don't see that name up here, though. But it's called the Rivendell Lip Kit. And as you can see, even by the tip here, that it's like a purpley kind of color. So, I'm hoping that will look very pretty. So that's the lip product. So we are going to give that a go. Here's the lip treatment. We're going to start off first with the lip treatment. Okay? We're giving everything a try here. So there is a lip mask. It's a lip mask. Hold on. It came like this. I want y'all to see how it came, like this. It's a lip scrub and a lip mask. I'm not really sure which one you put on first. I guess the scrub is like to, ooh. It smells good. I'm trying to catch the scent. You know, lip scrubs, you kind of put them up there. They usually get rid of like dead skin. They exfoliate the lips. I know my lips are like really dry, so I could definitely use some moisturizer for like a lip scrub. I'm looking in my mirror, y'all, which y'all know I'm always looking in my mirror over here. But it has a great smell, I could tell you that. It smells really good. The lip mask, though, I think that's more like a lip cream after the fact. Let me see. And it has this piece here, which I'm assuming that you put it on your keychain or whatever. Oh, look at the tip of it. Yeah, this is definitely giving like lip gloss vibes. Let's see. Oh, it's like, it's just like a shiny, this one has a little bit of a different smell. It's a little different. It's not too much. I can't really tell because I feel like the lip scrub is overpowering the lip mask smell. But I'm trying to catch the scent of what this lip scrub smells like. I really cannot tell y'all right now. But it does smell really, really good. I really like that. Okay. Alright, so I figured we would do our whole face together today. The highlighter. It's so pretty. It's called the One Ring highlighter. This is the packaging. It comes like that. It's so pretty. Look at it. Oh, that's so pretty. It's One Ring highlighter. Okay. Oh, that is gorgeous. It's gold, and I think it has oh wow, it has, when I look at it, I see a lot of green reflex in there. It's giving like a green, but like I see mostly green, so I'm gonna say it's like green and gold. It has like some other color in there, maybe like yellow reflecting in there. That's super pretty. Let's just like swatch that. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. That's giving 24 karat magic in the air. Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. Look at the swatch on my finger, like how pretty. Oh wow, look how that reflects off my finger. That's gorgeous. Okay, highlighter. It's definitely giving gold and green vibes, and maybe a tad bit of blue. Maybe a tad bit of blue in there. It's really pretty though. Very, very pretty. And the thing that always makes me the happiest, the eye palette. Y'all know I live for a good eye palette. Y'all know I live for Glamlite, okay? So definitely when this came out, and I'm like, of course it's based around the movie Lord of the Rings. It's called the Middle Earth 20 color palette. Now, when they first advertised the palette, I wasn't really sure what colors to expect. I guess I was expecting more of just like browns, greens, golds. But I was a little curious as how they were going to make this palette, because I felt like they just did that same color story with like the Jacob palette, the browns, the greens, the golds. That was like the Twilight color scheme for the Jacob palette. So I was just like, I hope they don't put out the same kind of palette. This color story surprised me. This is the color story. Now, I did swatch a couple of them. It's really pretty. It kind of really caught me off guard, the color story. It has some blues in there, some purples in there. I wasn't expecting to see those. But I really, really love the mattes in this palette a lot. Usually when I open up a palette, it will be the shimmers that intrigue me, even though it does have some pretty shimmers in it. Oh, it has a mirror, of course. And even though it has some pretty shimmers in it, it has some really beautiful mattes that are like I feel like we're used to seeing a green, but this green is like a very beautiful green. This is like a hunter green. And this is more like I don't even know what kind of green you would call this. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. God, y'all know I'm bad with describing colors, seriously. So I'm just going to swatch it, see if I can get a swatch from it. It's like this dusty green, and then right next to it is another green that's giving like brighter green. because it's not necessarily lime, you know. There's a shimmer here that's like mint. Look at these freaking mattes are gorgeous, guys. Like, they're so pretty, you know. And it's like they're like muted. They're like the muted color of each version, put it that way. So they're like muted greens, and this is giving me olive, this is giving me hunter. One of them is giving me like grass, green grass, you know what I mean? Like, this is a brown, it's like a cool tone brown. This is like a blue purple color. This is so pretty. It's giving me periwinkle vibes. Now, I could be wrong. I'm gonna tell y'all though, the one thing I don't like to do is swatch colors on my bare skin, because they never look the same versus when they are on my eyes. Now, that could just be because I got my chocolate skin, okay? That could be that. And plus, I'm not putting primer or anything on my eyes, I mean on my skin, so, you know. Look at this. Look at these shimmers. They are gorgeous, y'all. They are gorgeous. I just want to show y'all. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. Look at this. These shimmer colors are so gorgeous. Like, seriously, that's so pretty. Let's see. And let's do the top shimmers. That's like a silvery. This is like a minty color. So they did give like basically what I was expecting in this palette, which was like they gave like the blue, no, they gave like the brown, the golds, the greens, but they had some other things in there too. Like, look at this blue purple. This one is like silver. This one is giving gold and silver at the same time. This is like a pretty mint green. This is another like goldy color. I love this mint green color. I have to have this on my eyes. I don't know how I'm gonna do it and make it work, but I'm going to do it. It's so freaking pretty. We are going to try to do a full face. I hate doing super duper duper long videos because I, for one, do not like watching super duper 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 long videos. So let's try to make it short and sweet, but still get a little bit of everything in there as much as possible, okay? Okay, so first thing first that I'm going to do is, oh boy, I got glitter all over my hands. I do not want glitter on my base, but we're gonna figure it out. First thing I'm gonna do, moisturize my skin. Right? All over. And I love this moisturizer. It's from Clinique. It is called Moisture Surge. A little goes a long way. I can still smell like that lip treatment, lip scrub on my lips. Y'all, my skin has really been like, I don't know, acting up for some reason. It hasn't been what I would call cooperative. It's been breaking out a lot lately. This video, we are going to do our eyebrows together. Now, because I went so long without doing my brows, y'all, it's like, it feels like I'm relearning it all over again sometimes. Even though it's kind of like, you know, being on a bike, you kind of never really lose it. But you kind of got to remember, like, those methods that you used to do to make it, like, picture perfect the way you like it. So I have this little Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. I love to do my eyebrows with, like, eyeshadows versus the, what is everybody else using? The pens and the pencils. I don't mind doing them that way. I can do them that way, but so I'm gonna just turn my head just to fill in this part of my brows just a little bit. So I'm just shaping it. And because I haven't had them done in a while, I've got to fill in all those extra little hairs that are missing. Versus if my eyes were done, I probably wouldn't have those hairs there. But since they are there, I got to, you know, fill it in and make it look good. All right. With the shadow, you still want to have a light hand, because once you put that concealer and stuff on, you will see that they will look darker than what they looked without the extra makeup on. So I just start filling in, like, once I see like those empty spaces, that's the first thing I'm going to, like those empty spaces. I'm just trying to just fill that in to create the shape there. And then I bring it down to the tail. I keep in mind what shape that eyebrow needs to have in order for it to like look good once the concealer is on. So like under here, there's some like little hairs missing. So I'm going under here to just give it that little shadow there. Same thing here. One thing is important to remember, they are sisters, not twins. And sometimes, girl, depending on how I do them that day, they cousins, okay? Because sometimes they don't always come out completely. Now, when I was doing my eyebrows every day before, I felt like I had them down packed. Like, but it has been a while, so bear with the kid. You feel me? Next step is to carve them out. Now, you're going to do that with concealer, okay? Everybody does it a little bit different. Some people like to use a lighter concealer, a darker concealer. For me, for my eyebrows, I like to use the same color concealer as my skin tone. So this is my MAC NW50, which I love that concealer. Y'all know that. I always like kind of pull it up here because I want to be able to see that arch that I'm trying to get. And I always make sure I'm giving it that arch. You're shaping it with the concealer. Okay? You're shaping it. I like to start at the end, the tail. See, there you go. And you're shaping that bottom of what that eyebrow is going to look like. Okay. Then I like to do the top. I know some people don't. But when my eyebrows are thick, like super thick, I like to have them a little more defined because it just helps to shape them. Like when they need to be like filled in and I need to do all that extra stuff, it helps to shape them. Like if you see the shape is already coming out, and I take my time with this because it's not really something you should rush. You want to get this shape. You're creating this shape with your hands. So, you know, slow and steady for sure. Okay, and there it goes. There goes the shape of my brow, like for the most part, right? And whatever doesn't seem completely straight to you, you just go back slowly, little by little. That is the biggest key with this. You're going little by little. I like to bring it down, bring my concealer down under my eye. That looks good to me. What you guys think? See the difference? Okay. Now we're going to do the other one. Like I said, remember they are sisters, not twins. So sometimes they don't come out exactly alike. But the goal is to get them to look as natural as possible and get them to look as even as possible. Okay. And as long as that happens, then that's perfect. And that's why I like to use the powder versus the pen or the pencils and the pomades, because I feel like, to me, the powder allows you to have a softer look. Alright, so I'm feeling a little nervous about this one, if it's going to come out. So I'm doing little strokes. Okay. That seems like it's sort of coming out right. I like to start off at the tail, create my arch first, because I always know how high or how low I want my arch to go. All right. Again, I like to go up here on top. Some people don't. That's okay for those that don't. Makeup is about preference. Okay, see, and there we go. We are shaping that brow. Let's see. I like to always take a step back and look at both of them, because if one is too long, too short, you want to see where you need to make that change at, right? Then I like to take my fingers and blend, blend, blend. Again, I always bring that down. Because for one, you know, I like to use my concealer as a base for my eyeshadow. So I love to bring my concealer down on my eyes. That will work as a base. To help work as a base. And there you go, guys. There goes our eyebrows. Now, they're not twins, you know. But that's okay, because once everything is done. Now, sometimes they could, like, I feel like right now they look a little harsh because they're a little darker. That's why you have to use a light hand when you use the powder. But all in all, I'm still happy with the eyebrows themselves. I'm not mad at them. So this is kind of how I realize, like, I kind of lift them up a little bit, see what they're giving me. Okay. And I'm not mad at this. I am not mad at this at all. They're not twins, but I'm okay with that for right now. I need to go get my eyebrows waxed, and then, you know, I can usually go from there, but that's okay. Y'all already know that's my Juvia's Eye Prep, Eye Prime. I'm pretty much bringing that just up into my crease where it will meet the concealer, because I've already put concealer there. That will work as a base as well. So I'm just bringing it up so that the eye, there's no bare part on my eye. Everything will have some type of base. All right, and now we are ready for the eyeshadow part. Okay, this is this is the normal order that I would do a full face of makeup in. My eyebrows always go first, and then I always do my eyeshadow after, before I put on my foundation or any base that I'm gonna wear. Usually when I'm getting ready for work, y'all see in like a quick throw it on, this is what I got to do for the day kind of jump off. All right, I'm not really going anywhere, and I don't know what color I want to use on my eyes. I love this mint, like this minty green. It's so pretty. I know I love a good green in my life. I really love this as well. I kind of want to do that look too. I would probably normally, if I don't have anywhere to go, I would go ahead and put 2 different looks on my eyes, but I might wind up taking my daughter out today since I don't have any work. So I need to do one look, y'all. One look. I want to start out with this color here, which is like a dark, muted purple. I want to say that's what the color is. Like, y'all, I'm so bad at the color thing. Like, seriously, I don't know what it is, but maybe one day I will get better at describing it to y'all. I'm hoping that I do for my own sake, because for real. What's the name of the color? The name of the color is Gollum. Now, the Lord of the Rings series, y'all, I was not a person that loved it so much. I have to be honest with y'all. I mean, I probably saw maybe one full movie. Those movies are mad long. Mad long. And I will fall asleep on them. Like, yeah. I probably, like I said, seen one of them. I will say the one I saw was good. I can't remember which one it was because it was quite a few of them. The one I did see, it was a good movie. So I do believe that the series itself is good. But I just know for me, y'all, those movies are long. And I can't. This is pretty. It's giving like cool tone. It's blending pretty. It's buildable. I love that. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I'm hoping that it's gonna look really pretty with like this green. That's so pretty. Another color. I'm going to choose to go in with this color Boromir. I hope I'm saying it right. Boromir. Boromir. I think that's the right way to say it. I'm just gonna stick it low in my crease. I'm not gonna bring it up. Oh, that's gorgeous. So that first color, I bought that like at the crease and up like under the eyebrow, up under the eyebrow. This color, I'm just putting it in the crease and keeping it low. In the crease and low. Ah, that is so good, so gorgeous. Like, you don't even have to blend it, but for so long, y'all. It's so pretty. Keeping it low and keeping it in my crease, that is the goal. Baby, this color eats down. You hear me? Down. This color is eating down. It's so freaking pretty. This hunter, I gotta say, it reminds me of like a hunter green. This hunter green, whoa. This color is eating down. It's so freaking gorgeous. I feel like already I can see it's gonna come out like magical, okay? Seriously, just freaking magical. I don't know if I want to cut my crease or if I just want to throw that color up there. I don't know, guys. One more color. So that's only 2 colors right now in my lid, which it just looks so gorgeous. Like, it really does. I don't think I'm going to cut the crease, though. All right. I'm going to take 2 greens because this is Frodo. This is a dark Christmassy green. It kind of gives me like Christmassy vibes. And then we have the Shire, which is like a minty green. That's the one that I really want to be all over my lid. So I'm going to start with the Shire. I'm going to start with the Shire. So I'm going to go in with the Shire first. I'm not sure if it's going to pick up on my brush, but I'm going to see first if it will. It does, but it's extremely light. So let's take our finger and let's put it on there. Let's tap into it with our finger first. That's gorgeous, y'all. Let's tap it again, bring it up into that crease. That is very pretty. Wow. I'm making sure that I just kind of pat it in the front and to the middle of my lid. I feel like I'm gonna put that Frodo, that Christmassy green color. I'm gonna put that on the outer. This color is like dark. That's pretty, but it's giving me like Christmassy green. That's so gorgeous, y'all. That is so gorgeous. I'm just gonna try to blend the two together. And I'm adding more and more of the Shire because it's such a light green. I want it to really pop on my eyes. So I'm making sure that I put that in there as much as I can. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. And I've got this color on the end. What is it? Frodo. Frodo is the darker green. That's gorgeous. Yeah. That's gorgeous. But I'm going to go back into Boromir. I do not want to lose that color in my crease. And I feel like it's getting a little lost in there. So I'm going to go back into it. Okay. Back into that color. I don't want to lose it. I'm going to throw that Shire back on up there. That's so gorgeous. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty, y'all. Okay. And so I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so let's do the rest of our face and we're going to come back because I think that's it for the eyes. Yeah, we're going to come back and finish off the eyes afterwards. Let's go into the rest of the face. Today I'm using my Estee Lauder foundation. The one thing about this foundation, it does not have a pump, and I kind of hate that about it. I do like the foundation itself, though. I did not prime my skin. Okay, so I've got my foundation on. I'm thinking that it looks pretty evenly coated to me. I would not say this is a heavy, like full coverage. I'll give it like medium coverage to me. I think it's very pretty though. It's very pretty on my skin. It makes my skin look pretty. Next is my concealer, which y'all know I love, 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 love my concealer. Okay? Love it down. This is the same color as my skin, this one. Sometimes if I'm trying to use like a brightener under my eyes. Yes, sometimes I will definitely use like a... What are you doing? That's my little one in the back trying to get into camera time.
You okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yes.
So I place it under my eye here. I bring some on the side of my nose. And I use my brush to kind of swipe it up to create like a little small, not crisp, but a little bit of a line for my shadow. I haven't gotten to that side yet, but
You can do it. You can do this, Mommy.
Thank you, sweet girl. That's my sweet girl. I call her sweet girl. Her nickname is Blue. That's not her real name. Her nickname though is Blue.
I guess she has
What's your name, baby? Tell them your name.
Ariel.
That's right. Trying to make sure it's looking as even as possible. Gotta look up because I got like creases under my eyes, so I want to make sure I get those. I want to make sure it looks as smooth as possible.
She has.
Right. Another spot to put my concealer is just up here in this area. I just keep it strictly here and just kind of pat it in because it does work as a brightener a little bit too, even though this is my skin color. When I have on my foundations, which are for whatever reason just usually like a shade, an inch, not even a full shade, but an inch darker. Just like an inch darker, then it allows me to use my concealer as sort of a brightener there too, in a way. Right? This looks so pretty already. Now,
Mommy, you're almost done?
Almost? You okay?
Yes.
Now keep in mind we already have on our foundation, so that we are trying to blend for dear life. We want it to look flawless, okay? So today I'm gonna go in with my Banana Deep Revolution face powder. Heard the door. So I'm using my Banana Deep Revolution powder under my eyes. It's such a good powder. Like, it's like a banana powder, but it's deeper, like darker. Just a little darker, so it gives me like that yellow tint, but not too much of it. If I'm explaining that right. Okay, I'm going to contour with my Matchstick in Ebony from Fenty. I just do a little contour on my nose. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and use my gel liner from my waterline. You okay, Mama? I'm using now my Sephora Micro Smooth.
It does, she has.
To just kind of bring everything together, I sprayed my face with my Morphe. I'm gonna finish my eyes. I was gonna do the pen, but I'm gonna wind up doing my cream liner instead. Alright, so I've done my eyeliner, my eyeshadow. I've put powder on my face. I've contoured my nose a little bit on my cheeks. The eyelashes are next. Okay, I've got my eyelashes done. We're gonna go back into the palette one more time because I really want to put an inner corner color in there. I'm not really sure what color I want to put in there. Okay, I'm gonna put this color Rivendell, which is like a gold. on the inside. That's pretty. Normally I do put the inner corner before the eyelashes. I thought about that, but sometimes you forget steps. That's okay. I love that. I think that's so pretty, guys. That looks so good. I'm gonna line my lips. So this is a dark brown. Is it a dark brown? Oh, actually it's not dark brown. It's a purpley color. It's a dark purple. So that's the lip liner that came with it. And this is the gloss. Because this is like a... I think I had heard somebody call this blackberry. This color. It's like a dark purple. This is very pretty. The purple is pretty, but it's not dark enough for me. So I'm going to get my Night Moth, okay? It's... I don't know, guys. I don't hate it, but something about it is just like not doing it for me. Not doing the trick for me. I don't know. It is pretty, but it might be like not shiny enough. Not a lot comes on the applicator. Like when you're taking it out, there's not a lot like coming on there. I don't know. It's not giving enough for me. And so the last thing we're going to use is this pretty highlighter that they have. Okay, it's super gorge. All right. So let's just like sweep it across. Whoa, just kind of. That's a lot. Hold on. I'm not even gonna rub anymore. I'm gonna get a plain brush and just kind of. Just slowly across my face, very lightly, very gently. The highlighter is pretty. I don't know, it's just, it might be a little too much for me. But I'm not really a highlighter girl. I remember I told you guys that before. It's still pretty though in its own way. Alright guys, let's talk about what I used, okay? First and foremost, the highlighter. It's a bit much for me. It is pretty, but I definitely think that I may have used too much. I'm not the best with highlighters because I don't use them very often. So I wasn't not exactly in love with that. The lip color, I actually like it. But I feel like it's just like not shiny enough for me, or the lip liner isn't dark enough for me. Also, the pigmentation of the gloss itself is just not giving me what I wanted it to give. Although it is still pretty. I can look in the mirror and say like, wow, this is still actually pretty. But I wish I was getting a little bit more from it. Like, okay, I want my lips to be glossy. Like, I want to be Glossiana, okay? The eyes though, I really liked the palette. I think it's some really beautiful colors in this palette. I'm not really sure if the color story itself gives Middle Earth completely to me though. You know, we've got some blues and purples. I don't know if that screams Middle Earth to me, but the colors that they did use, it is still a good color story itself. I just feel like the actual theme of the palette and the color story itself, I'm not sure that they completely cross mesh, I should say. I'm not sure that they completely mesh well for me. But the color story itself is very pretty. These are Glamlite dug deep down and came up with a beautiful color story itself. These are colors that I feel like I haven't really seen come from Glamlite. A lot of these mattes. So I'm very happy with that, because I do feel like sometimes I see like some repeated colors with Glamlite. So the palette itself is pretty. I can't wait to play in like this color. There's a lot of other color. Even this black, I kind of really wanted to get into that as well. I didn't deepen up the eyes with the black. I'm kind of wishing that I would have, but it's still very pretty. This gold color that I actually put in this inner corner, mwah, chef's kiss. The green, the mint color, that is gorgeous. Along with that gold color, it's so pretty. So I just threw on my hair, some earrings to just kind of bring the look together. I'm very happy with it. I think it came out super duper pretty. I love it. I think it's so cute, guys. What do you think? You guys let me know. I almost put on a blush to match this purpley lip, but I decided not to. I really love it. We did this look together from front to end. One thing that I did forget, guys, and that's okay, because I'm staying in the house, but usually even when I'm going outside and I'm rushing on my way to work, I always remember to prime my skin. That is an important step, okay, if you want your makeup to last. Now, me, I'm not going anywhere or doing anything today, but I forgot to prime my skin. I did moisturize it, but you must prime your skin, which is like prepping it, just like when you prime your eyes. You need to prime the skin to prep it for the makeup to stay on longer, so you're not as oily if you are an oily girl, which I am an oily girl, but that's okay. I'm not going anywhere. But normally, guys, I would never forget. I don't know. My daughter, she was a little distracting me, okay, while I'm trying to get through this video. I think the eyebrows came out really good. All in all, I'm happy with the look. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye.